Don't be mad.
What?
Don't be mad. It's a new weed eater. Well, I didn't technically have a motor like this one. We got an update to Operation Fatty River, and it's an exciting one. We got a motor. Boom. A 6.5 horsepower Predator. These are the 212s that everybody raves about, the reliability, how cheap they are, how easy they are to function. It fires up, runs like a top. He's got the switch bypassed here up to a kill switch on a lanyard, which I really like. And this is the Mud Skipper 2.5 to 7 horsepower kit. And I believe it's a 60-inch shaft on here. And it is the upgraded kit where it's got the 3-blade stainless steel prop on it. So this kit alone would be about $550 plus shipping. You're looking at about $580 just for the Mud Skipper kit, another $150 for the motor. I paid $450 total for this thing used, but in perfect working condition with the upgrades. Saved myself an easy $350. I have a couple different shaft lengths because it's just going on a 12-foot boat and we're going to be going in some really tight, narrow creeks. I did not want those 72, 82, whatever they are, long shafts. So I do like this shorter shaft here. And he said this 3-blade stainless steel prop gives that 6.5 horsepower a lot more torque. He had this on a 14-foot boat and would push 3 people up and down the river, no problem. So I don't think we're gonna have a problem easing up and down the river with 2 people in my Project 12-footer here. This thing has been very well maintained. He actually changed the oil after every couple hours of use, and he even changed the oil for me right before I bought it. It does not have the governor removed. He has not overworked it and overstressed it. He's always ran non-ethanol fuel in it, and it actually cranks up and sounds like it because it runs and purrs like a kitten. Because he bypassed the on-off switch, you come up here, you just have to make sure your safety lanyard's on right here, which it is. So that's the only on-off function is right here. And he said when you first start it up, a little bit of choke here, 1 or 2 pulls, should fire right up. All right, fuel is on, choke is on. He said give it just a little bit of fuel. There we go. First pull. Oh yeah. Thing runs like a top. Now, one thing he did do, which I think I'm going to leave it this way, he actually abandoned the twist throttle and just had it set up so you use the throttle on the motor. He said for those long runs, it got kind of annoying having to constantly sit there and hold your wrist at a funny angle. So he actually just reached back, sets his throttle here, and just uses this to steer it, which I kind of like that. I think I'm probably going to leave it that way. If I want to go back and put the throttle back working, I just take out that Phillips screw that's in that little throttle control there. So I know there's a lot of opinions and endless videos out there about the 212 versus the 224, you know, these cheap Chinese motors versus Honda motors. I get it. We're not going to get into all that. I just needed a budget working motor to confirm this project is going to work like I want it to work without investing a tremendous amount of money. I really like how light this kit is. I think this motor is like 35 pounds plus some fuel. So you're talking 36, 37 pounds. And the Mud Skipper kit's only like 10, 12 pounds, I think. So I can actually pick this whole thing up one-handed and carry it down and put it on the boat if I had limited access. You're strong enough to do that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll choke it a little bit. Give it a try.
I backfired it.
Yeah, you did backfire it earlier. It'd be a little stronger. Soon enough though, right buddy? From my understanding, there is one grease fitting on here. When you assemble this, you pack this whole area right here full of grease. So this is packed full of grease. And then you've got the one grease fitting here that greases the shaft in here all the way down to this propeller. There are no grease fittings down here. All the grease is put in through right here. And in the event I ever need to change this propeller, it's actually pretty simple. You just come in here and there's an Allen head right there. You undo, screw the Allen head, pull it off, and you can pack grease in here as well when you put the new blade on. So this is a 3-blade, 7-inch stainless steel prop. I think it's going to do perfect for what we're looking for. Low-end torque. We're not looking for a lot of speed. That's it. We're going to keep it short and sweet. There are endless videos out there about these guys. I'm not going to get into all the upgrades you can do, the kits and the exhaust and all that. nor am I going to do that. I'm not going to take the governor off. I need this as reliable as possible. I do not need a speedboat, do not need a race boat. I'm not even concerned about top speed whatsoever. I need this boat to reliably push me and two little boys or an adult male in this boat up and down a river. So that is the goal here. We're going to take care of it and really be gentle with it. Now that we have a motor, I'm more encouraged to keep working on this. I need to put the board back on here like I talked about in the last video, and then take this guy to the welder and go ahead and get a piece of aluminum welded on the back here, and then touch up a few holes here and there. Probably gonna move this bench forward and cut out a little storage area. A lot of work left to do, but now I'm feeling really encouraged now that I've got a motor. That's it, short and sweet. We got a boat, we got a motor. Now we got to get the boat right, and I cannot wait to put that motor on there and test it. But until then, as always, thank you guys for watching. God bless, take care.